Welcome back everyone, it's our latest update. So we've just returned from a trip to the UK and had to endure 22 hours worth of flying. We've seen some pretty horrendous things on a flight.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll kind of share some experiences. We'll stick some photos up of what has happened on the flight, and I'm sure this happens all over the world. And yeah, at the end of the video we've got some tips as well to help you be a respectful flyer.
Yes, so carry on watching for more airplane etiquette, but before you do that, don't forget to click like and subscribe.
So, a few funny things we noticed during the flight.
I'm not sure if they're funny, more irritating.
Well, yeah, you kind of laugh at it now, but after being sat on a flight for hours, it was quite irritating.
Yeah, definitely. So what was the first thing that we come across? I think we actually posted it as a short on our YouTube as a bit of a joke, but actually
it's quite minging.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there was two people in 3 seats next to us. Obviously, luckily, food had finished being served, and he decided to flap open the food tray, and with his bare feet, dirty bare feet as well, decided to just put his feet up and chill out.
Yes, not only that, but his wife then proceeded to massage his feet on the tray table, and yeah, guys, that is not cool.
And I was thinking, is that like the cheese sauce in the air, or is it?
Ew.
Yeah. So yeah.
So yeah, on to the next flight. I was lucky enough to have the most irritating woman ever sat behind me for 13 hours. Not only did she proceed to put her pinky toes through the gap in the armchair, felt them up alongside me. So put in the comments what you would do if you found someone's toes next to you. What we did was made sure we put that armrest straight back up to stop any more of that. Anyway, that was the first thing. Then she proceeded to... I was in a bit of a funny seat, so it was a 3 with a 2 behind me, so I had nobody sat behind me. Great, you think, because no one can kick that chair behind you. No one can kick it, but what she proceeded to do was literally sit on my shoulders for 13 hours and not only just continuously put her hands on my chair every single time she got up or moved. When she wanted to have a little sort of stand up, she would stand behind me with her arms on top of my chair, and then she started to do her stretching exercises on my chair. At this point, I've turned around, I'm glaring at her, I'm at the point where I'm about to blow. Anyway, that wasn't the worst thing. The last thing, just to rub salt in the wound, just as we have landed, the plane's moving along, seatbelt signs still on. Guess who stands up to get their things out of that compartment locker, even though we're not going anywhere? And guess what? Massive suitcase falls on top of my head. Well, I'm sorry, but at that point I lost it.
Yeah, I think it'd been a long enough flight. You had enough of her doing her chair aerobics on the back of your chair. So yeah, tensions were a bit high, and then she goes and does that even when the seatbelt sign's still on, the plane's still taxiing, and they do say, don't attend to the lockers because, things could fall out. And they did, they fell on your head.
So please don't be that annoying person. And if you are that annoying person, don't be surprised when the person in front of you
kicks off.
So anyway, let's talk about the guy that was on that flight that managed to do 5k on board the plane.
Yeah, we like to have a little watch. Obviously, watch films and stuff, but it's also handy for people watching. And I think there's a couple in it, and they were, I swear, the only people I know that can do about 5 kilometres on a plane at 38,000 feet is literally, you go up one way, come round, down the other way. Yeah, I get people got to stretch and walk around and stuff, but it's literally, I swear he had ants in his pants. Yeah, everyone's got to stretch it. It's advisable to do that, but then there's a lot of stretching and there's a lot of walking and getting in the way. Because obviously the stewardesses are trying to serve food and he's trying to walk up and down and
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it's just annoying. So I took another flight once we'd arrived to UK, and I took a flight to Switzerland, and yeah, of course, another irritating person sat next to me. So you're obviously got sat in a three, complete strangers. You've all sat in your compartments, and their feet, because they're in the middle, I'm in the aisle because I've been proactive and booked my seat in advance. That's my preference, the aisle seat, because I don't want to be squished in the middle. But this person in the middle then starts to take over my feet space in my seating area. Her feet are in my seating area, so I can't put my feet out straight. It's not okay. It's really not. Did you pay for 2 seats? No.
Exactly. It'd be different if you're standing on her feet and whatever and mashing them. She wouldn't like that, but yeah.
So annoying, really annoying. And yeah, the last one I would suggest, and these are the things that have prompted us to create a list for you guys of how not to be annoying on planes. But the last thing, and this is maybe some people agree, maybe some people don't, so please feel free to add in the comments what you think is correct or wrong or right. But putting your chair back when food is served, if you've got it like in the lean back position and it's time for food, appreciate if you're asleep you can't do that, but if you're awake, it's really not fun for the person behind you to be trying to eat their food with your seat pushed back. So yeah, I think personally it's good etiquette to put your seat forward while food's being served. And we've been on loads of planes where the air stewardesses tell you to do that. Yeah. But sometimes they don't. So
surely it'd be awkward, like if the seat's all the way back there and you're trying to eat. Yeah, it's hard enough as it is. But
yeah, don't be that person.
Yeah. So coming up.
Yeah, our list of top things to do and not do to comply with airplane etiquette.
So, our tip number 1, obviously this is not just for flying, but it's to help you get through security quicker, is being prepared with your liquids.
Yeah, we've all been behind that person in airport security where they've not been prepared, they've not bagged up their liquids, and then you're stood waiting to put your things through the security belt and somebody's still finding all the liquids in the bottom of their bag and putting it in a plastic bag. Please be prepared.
Yeah, just take a handful of bags, so for next time when you travel, that your liquid's got to go in there. Pretty simple. Also, footwear. I know some people might be in first class or whatever, but wearing easy to get off footwear is always a good one. You get some people that are spending ages undoing their shoes because they've asked you to take your shoes off to go through security. That's always a good one.
It's annoying. We all want to get through as quickly as possible, so let's all help each other out, huh?
Documentation as well, so obviously having your passports and your boarding passes to hand, always easy. You're going to need them pretty much till you get on the plane. Even the stewardesses want to see your boarding passes, don't they? Tip number 2 is how to board efficiently. So boarding groups is a pet hate of ours. So when they obviously call and say, right, we're now boarding your flight, and the amount of people that you see get up and just hoard the actual boarding gates.
Yeah, you can't get through. Just sit down and wait.
They call the letter like it might be boarding group D. So it says on your ticket, group D, make your way to the gate. But you've got everyone just stands there and they're holding their boarding passes, and the bloke's there or the woman's there going, no, can you move out the way? This is not you. The amount of people that do that is so annoying.
I know. Sorry if you're one of them people and you're watching, but we find it annoying.
Yeah. Moving to your seat quick. A little tip is, when you pre-book your seats or whatever, you can kind of get a rough idea which side the seat, the plane you're sitting on. It could be the left, the aisle. And the amount of people that we get are just literally looking, walking through. It's we know the numbers are there. It's quite simple to follow. And then you know which side you're going to be because you've looked on the little map. But the amount of people you get just faff is so annoying. Literally, we had a few people in front of us, and literally the whole plane's trying to get on, and they're just there looking around, and then yeah, so that's another pet peeve of ours.
Yeah, I think maybe we're frequent travellers and we're just a bit more organised, but yeah, please hurry up. So, number 3, as I was saying earlier, respect personal space. You know, you've booked a seat, you can clearly see where your seat area is defined. Stay within your lane. You do not need to come onto my seat, and I do not need to come onto yours. And if we're lucky enough to share an armrest, let's share it. Yeah. Don't hog it.
Yeah, it's kind of a bit of a, it's like the whole cinema thing, isn't it? Like, you got to put your arm there. And,
yeah. And also, please be tidy. I don't want to be feeling your coat on my knee or your pillow on my arm. Please keep it within your space.
So number 4 is obviously keep your noise levels low. I know, yeah, some people might be excited and stuff, and yeah, the planes are quite loud. You've got to talk a bit loud to like hear each other, but there's time and place for lots of noise, especially if people are sleeping and stuff. It's kind of annoying. Yeah. So obviously using headphones, obviously you might get some people that might forgot their headphones, but even so, the airline will supply headphones. If you're watching stuff on your phone, you've got nothing more annoying, like you've got kids playing their iPads or whatever. I guess I'm thinking, right, whinging pom, but yeah, you'll get like kids playing their iPads, but they're literally like flat out volume, like annoying popping noises in games. Yeah, kids got to be entertained, understand that, but yeah, like give them headphones or something like that.
Yeah, and if you've got your headphones on and you're trying to talk to your kids, just be aware of how loud you're talking, or your kids will get really mad with you.
And obviously, the flights where you're on, they try and help you with jet lag, so they'll like introduce quiet times and they'll turn the lights down, and some people use it as a time for talking loud because everyone's asleep and they can hear each other now and like to have a conversation whilst everyone's trying to sleep.
Yeah, or that one person that opens their window blind when it's really dark and everyone else has got theirs shut.
Yeah.
So number 5, be considerate with seat recline. We touched on this earlier, but it's just about being courteous, and no one's saying that you can't recline your seat. Just please be aware of people behind you, if they're eating their food, and
well, yeah, don't fly back. You'll get some people just like, yeah, it's time to go, fly back. I know it's a bit like the domino effect of the person in front of you moves back and you kind of move back and so on, but there is kind of, you know, just be a little bit courteous, like go slowly, and you know, whatever. You might have someone behind you, namely me, got long legs, big knees, whatever. Not big knees, but
unless you've got someone leaning on the back of your seat, and then it's perfectly fine to go back and forth as quickly as possible.
Go for the headshot. So our tips 6 and 7 are kind of the same. So it's regarding like your carry-on bags and how to use the overhead bins.
So yeah, I think if you've ever flown Ryanair or EasyJet, you're probably very skilled in doing this. And if you don't, then you're probably not. And the airlines aren't so strict as EasyJet or Ryanair on making you adhere to it. But if you've got a bag that fits under your seat, try and put it under your seat rather than in the overhead locker. Obviously, everybody that brings a carry-on suitcase wants to put it up there because it doesn't fit under the seat. And so many times you see the overhead lockers full with, you know, just little bags that can be put under the seat. And yeah, I think everybody wants to board quickly. Everybody wants to take off on time. I think those sorts of things just help.
It's just like pack smart as well, obviously. Take a couple of Ryanair flights, and you know, by the end of that, you'll be a wizard at packing in a tiny little bag.
Yeah.
So number 8 is keeping the aisle clear. Obviously good for emergencies, you know, and also for the stewardesses with their trolleys. I was trying to get past. I've had people's feet stuck out in the way, the blankets. A little annoying for me, like where I'm slightly bigger. I keep getting the bash of the trolley and the shoulders because obviously they are quite narrow, the aisles, but yeah, it's just be a bit considerate with your stuff in the aisles, like the blankets are a big one, pillows, feet. Feet are funny because like you see people moan because they've just been run over by the food trolley, but it's an aisle, you know, you wouldn't do that anywhere else. So yeah, keep it all clear.
Number 9, be polite to flight attendants. If you've ever been on a flight, you know that they're always there at the front of the plane to greet you and say hello. And you'll be surprised to see how many people don't even acknowledge them or say hello back. And I've read lots of articles on this, and I think a lot of the times they obviously are being polite and courteous, but they're also checking you out to make sure that you're the type of person that could help them if there was an emergency on the plane. So imagine what they think of you if they say hello to you and you don't even respond back. They're not going to think that you're going to be a very helpful person on the flight in the event of an emergency. And I know who they might want to help first if that was the case, and it's probably not going to be the person that didn't acknowledge them when they came on board.
And so also you see a few things on they don't start getting paid until the door's shut, so they're there they're helping you, not getting paid for it already. So just be courteous to them. I know it's a job, but they're there to help you as well, so just be respectful.
Yeah, they work really hard and really long hours, and it's not all as glamorous as it seems. So let's just be nice because we're all human beings. Number 10, bathroom etiquette. So obviously we're on a plane sometimes for, as we have experienced, over 13 hours. We're all sharing not many bathrooms and all in very tight, confined space. So please be a good person. Please, wipe the seat after you, flush, wash your hands. Don't chuck stuff on the floor. Just leave it in the same state that you would like to find it. And don't spend too long in the bathroom. You don't want to be that person that comes out and there's a queue of like 5 people waiting because you've been in there a while. Understand, sometimes you need a number 2. Don't understand how anybody can have a number 2 in public or even on a plane, but I know that some of you do.
Especially that airplane food, mine that does go through you.
But try and make it as quick as possible.
So it's just about keeping the toilet clean. We're not animals. You don't need to. I think the saying is, please be sweet and wipe the seat, in it.
Yeah.
So it's just basic hygiene really. Some of it's gross. We've seen some. It's like, wow, what have you been doing in there? Like, we've been squirting orange juice everywhere, but
yeah, that's when you feel really sorry for the air
keep your shoes on. That's a big one. Keep your shoes on. You see some people walk around in socks and bare feet, and they've just gone in the toilet. You're like,
yeah,
wow.
That's up to you if you do that, but that's. Yeah, when you think about it, that's not nice.
Maybe next time have a look at the bottom of your feet after you get off the plane, and that might change your mind. So there you go. That's our 10 helpful tips to, make your life easier, everyone else's life easier on the plane, just to be a bit respectful. Yeah,
we just wanted to share our experience and, not trying to tell anyone to suck eggs, but just trying to highlight how we can be more efficient and effective when we're travelling on the planes.
Don't be that person. Anyway, we'll see you in the next one.
Thanks for watching.